afternoon, good evening to all my viewers who are watching me. Nice to see you once again. How are you doing all? Hope you are doing fine. We thank God so much for another view, another day like this. That's we are going to share our mind through the video, and anyone who watch it, I believe you will enjoy it. And I want you to subscribe to John K. Subscribe. You thumb on the red button, and then you like it. You also share it. I was just discussing with a brother about tax, about the benefit of tax. We realize that tax payment is very important in this world. Tax payment. If you are living in a nation like Germany, France, Canada, Norway, Switzerland, Sweden, and many countries worldwide who observe the benefit of tax. Brother, I wouldn't say you enjoy it, but the benefit of tax, they use it to develop a country as well. And when a country is developed, when a country looks beautiful, it is good for the citizen, and it is still good for the foreigners who comes there. Let's use an example for Dubai compared to Africa, or Dubai compared to Nigeria or Ghana. Ghana or Nigeria. Like Nigeria is the #1 economy in the world. In Africa rather. If you compare Dubai to Nigeria, today Dubai is 10 times advanced than Nigeria. Why? Because they make use of the tax payment. My guys, they make use of the tax payment. And that $1, $10, $20, $50, they take it and use it to build their country, or develop a country. Today, look at it, the city of Dubai or the Abu Dhabi or many of their cities is advanced. The citizens are enjoying good atmosphere, and they are enjoying good benefit as well. Even if the benefit is not good, at least people, they are proud of their country for now. Now, an African man, like a Ghana man, we won't stand and say, I am proud of my country. You are proud because you have cocoa, or you are proud because you have gold. You are proud because you have oil, or you are proud because you have fish. No. You can't use that prideness boast. United Arab Emirates, which is a Dubai, they don't have any resources apart from gas. But today they are proud, not because they have gas. They are proud because the nation have been developed and the atmosphere look suitable, look beautiful, look wonderfully. Anytime you get up, you go to work, and after work, you say you want to stroll in the city, you feel so happily because you see the tourists all around, sitting down there, drinking coffee. Some people are eating, some people are strolling, some people are doing a lot of entertainment. Your heart feels so happy. No, you don't see any violence. Things goes on rapidly, joyfully. This is where a citizen of a country can boast. You can be proud of. Because you say, I am proud because my nation is one of the visiting cities in the world, tourist cities in the world. Like in Paris, according to history, they say it's one of the most visiting cities in the world. You use Tokyo, it's also a tourist city. And you use Berlin, Hamburg, Cologne, New York, and many more. Rio de Janeiro, Buenos Aires, all these cities are tourist cities. They use tax money to develop it. Brothers and sisters, the question is tax mandatory in some countries? Yes, in some countries like Germany, it's mandatory. Once you are recognized as a citizen, it is mandatory. They are not going to come and knock your door. Boom, 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 boom. We come for tax, or they will not come to your market like the way in Ghana they do it. They bring a paper, you write your name and your this thing, they give you ticket for that or receipt for that. Germany is not like that. Germany is mandatory. They will book it from your account. At the end of the month, before the company will give you your rest of money, they have taken your tax already. It is mandatory. They use it to develop a country, number one. They still use it to help the poor. Number two, they still use it to help the disabled. They use it also to pay many categories of government workers, like police, like soldiers, like navy, immigration, and many other things, as well as the government authorities also. They use tax money to settle all these issues. That's why tax payment is very important in a country. Let us make use of our tax payment. Now, the next question is, what about tax? Tax compared to tithes. Tithes also. The title I gave was tax payment or tithe payment. Choose one. Which one is the best to do, to observe? Which one is also a mandatory? Is tithe also mandatory? I've said it before that tax payment is mandatory. Example, in Germany, it's mandatory. Some countries, it might not be a mandatory, but a place like Germany, it is mandatory. Why they make it mandatory? I believe at the end of the month, for you to see your pay slip, maybe you get 1,600, and they said every month you need to come and pay 400 euro tax. You look at the money like this, say, hey, for you to go and pay that thing, brother, you will find it difficult. You will find it very difficult. Even for us at the end of the month, when you got your pay slip, like this, and you check it, you check the tax money that is gone, it's like make you gnash your teeth and go attack them, say, hey, give me my money. But it's mandatory. Moreover, they use this tax to develop the country. And today, so many places in Germany, it looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful. Tax payment is very important for a nation. Now we are talking about tithes. Is tithe payment mandatory or not mandatory? A sister told me one day, say, don't mind those church leaders. We have been paying tax for them so many years. Tomorrow they say the Lord say if you don't pay tithes, you won't go to heaven. if you don't pay your tithes, you won't go to heaven. One of the greatest pastors in Africa, in Nigeria, is called Adiboye. Pastor Adiboye. He said it one day that if you don't pay tithes, you are not going to heaven. I heard it, I was shocked. I said, what? Even Daddy Freeze, the YouTuber, also came in and argue about this issue. Why should they say if you don't pay tithe, you will not go to heaven? You make people to panic so that all their tomato money, they come and pay it to you or to God. That is, I should say it that way. Let's assume it so. Say you pay it to God. But what benefits do we get from paying tithes? Brothers and sisters, what is the benefit? I have already explained to you the benefit of tax payment. The benefit of tax payment. What is the benefit of tithe payment as well? Our pastors, I'm sorry, I'm not destroying everybody's business. I don't want to destroy anybody's business. I am saying my mind. So don't take me wrong. Some pastors who said, the Lord said you should give tithes. And you could quote Malachi chapter 3. You should use tithe to test the Lord. And the way pastors talk it, they make us to think it is mandatory. So at the end of the month, some people, their heart is not happy if they don't pay the tithes. But at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, what has we benefited from that tax payment, brothers and sisters? I will tell you zero. Zero for the church. I know what I'm saying. I have experience for that. I have experience for that. No one can argue me. Since 1990, I'm a born Muslim too. Since 1990, I've started attending church. That means 1990 till now, it's how many years? Check it. I've attended church. Different categories. And I know what is inside. I've been a Jehovah's Witness. I've been an evangelical, like Deeper Christian Life Ministry. I've been a church called Lateran Family Chapel International. I've been to Presby. I've been to Catholic. And lastly, I've been to Baptist Church. The longest churches I stay is Deeper Life and Baptist Church. Deeper Life was in Ghana and Baptist Church was here, right here in Germany. It is not mandatory in my former church, Baptist, to pay tithe. It is not mandatory. It is not mandatory. And no pastor will panic you. Say, if you don't pay tithes, you are not going to heaven. No. But they give you bank account. They give you bank account. They give you the bank of the church account. Anytime your free will, you want to give some offer, you give to the church. It is not mandatory, brothers and sisters. From your heart, you give. You don't give because you want to give to the Lord. You give to the church so that we can use it to expand the work of the church. The work of the church, I say it. But at times when there comes contribution, say, oh, we want to buy micro system, microphone, we want to buy some other radio, technical apparatus. So we need 500 euro. And we want all the church members to start contributing. Some will give 20, 10, 5, 2, 50, and so on. We will gather all and go and buy. This is how we use money to help church. But those pastors who will say, if you don't pay tithe, you will not go to heaven, and all those things, I believe it's a threatening. For me, the experience I have today, no pastor can come and threaten me. Say, if you don't pay tithe, you will not go to heaven. I will give my free will offering. The same Bible says, the Lord loveth, God loveth a cheerful giver. So people take note of that. A cheerful giver is what is where the blessing will come from. But it is not a mandatory to pay tithes. If you want, you give. If you want, you leave it. But tithes, tax payment is mandatory. Most especially in these advanced countries. Africa also, it is like that. But I must excuse me to say, we don't see the benefit of tax payment most in our Africa. We don't see it. We don't see it. Most of the benefit you see, the development, they lend money from United Nations or from advanced countries like China, France, Germany, or US or somewhere else. They lend money from them. But advanced countries like France, Germany, and all those, they don't lend money from anywhere. They work out from their own belly. That is why tax payment in such countries is mandatory. And let's make tax payment in Africa to a mandatory. So it will develop our country, it will develop our continent. But let us not put fear in the heart of people to pay tithes as a mandatory. So if you compare tithes and tax is a lot of benefits than tithes. Because many times we have seen pastors, they don't use money for the church, money for church progress. They use it for their own. So instead of me to pay tithes and pay tax, I would prefer I follow my tithes. My tax. Because the same tax tomorrow, for example, in Germany here, if you are not working, you'll be getting small benefit from the government. But ask me, a church, if you're not working, will you be getting your tithe back? No. I've never seen it before. Neither have I heard it before. So I want to encourage everybody who is watching me, let us make use of both sides. But I will say, as you choose one, I chose and I prefer tax payment because there's a lot of benefits from tax payment. Number one, it develops the country, it develops the city. Number two, when you lose your job, you become benefit from that. Number three, they use this same tax payment to help the poor. What did our church leaders use the tithe for? It's a big question. If you are listening to me, please, will you try? Don't ask your pastor secretly. I will have urged you to take microphone and talk this issue. Generally, let everybody hear them. If you talk it secretly with pastor, the way he will talk to you, you will feel relaxed and forget it. But take microphone. Publicly, whilst everybody's there, you bring it out and people will think about it very well. Thank you so much. I believe you enjoy it. Please, if you get my message, share it to the other fellow brothers also, so that they also think about it and we will share our day. If you have any comment, you can share with me, brothers. Feel free to share with me. John K. See you next time. Bye.